and physical changes. And yesterday we did some physical changing with dissolving, heat expansion with the balloon, and today we're going to work on some chemical changes. But we talked about ability to rust. If something has the ability to rust, is that a chemical property or a physical property?
Chemical.
All right, ability to burn, chemical or physical?
Chemical.
All right, and we just showed giving off a gas as a byproduct.
Chemical.
Giving off an odor like sour milk or something.
Chemical.
Okay, so right here we actually have something physical, a physical change going on. What is the physical change going on right now?
Melting.
Oh, good job. Melting. After this melts and if I blow the candle out, what will happen to that liquid wax?
It will get
It
hard.
will start to turn. It will turn into a solid.
It'll turn back into a solid. So right now, because of absence of heat, it would lower the energy, and I just made the candle go out. Right here on the tip, what has happened to that candle, the wick? Burn. And burning is chemical. Excellent job. All right, here I have vinegar, which is acetic acid. I have H2O, water, and sodium bicarbonate. And sodium bicarbonate is NaHCO3. So I'm going to start by pouring some sodium bicarbonate into an empty water bottle. Is anything happening?
No.
Okay. I'm just pouring it in there. No chemical changes. All right. I'm going to add H2O, and we'll see if there's any chemical reaction that occurs. What is your prediction? Any chemical reaction?
No.
Okay, this is the H2O, and I pour H2O with sodium bicarbonate. I don't hear anything. Do you see any bubbles or anything?
No.
Okay, physical or chemical right now?
Physical.
Just physical. I could stir it and cause it to dissolve. Is dissolving a physical change or a chemical change? Physical change. Just like the salt we did yesterday, you could boil the water until it's all evaporated and you'd be left with a pile of salt. Now in the balloon, I'm going to pour the vinegar. I already hear. Because there's a little bit of baking soda on the outside of the balloon. That sounded cool, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all want more vinegar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And more baking
All right, you guys stay back.
I'm trying to get it up close.
All right, so we're going to see if this will cause
An explosion.
not an explosion. No, not all chemical reactions are explosions. But it's some indicators that there's a chemical reaction are gases being given off, bubbling, odor, stinky is an chemical reaction. It shows that there's a chemical reaction going on. All right, so I'll turn this over. Oh, it's gonna fly. Let's see.
To go fast.
Let's see.
No.
No, it didn't. But what did we just prove?
That is a chemical.
It's a chemical
And
reaction.
it gave off gases. Let's see if we can reactivate and let some more of the vinegar. Oh, there's a hole in it. Hold on, I feel air blowing out. All right, let's see if we can get a little more chemical reaction going on.
I thought I saw water coming out.
Let's see.
That sounds awesome.
There, it filled up a little more.
Oh,
I do. I feel a hole somewhere over here. No, it wasn't in there the first time. All right, so this shows that baking soda and vinegar there's a chemical reaction and carbon dioxide is given off as a gas. So that proves there was what type of reaction?
chemical
Reaction. Good job. All right. Hold on, if I can get this off. I'm going to see if
you drink plain.
Hold on.
No.
I'm not trying to get
See if
that.
you can hear this. All right.
Oh, it's
So I added phenol red, which is just an acid-base indicator, and I added that to baking soda, and it is like a reddish color. That means that that is basic. It is not acidic. It's considered an alkaline. Now we're going to do a chemical reaction that is going to give off an acid. So what I do here is I get my goggles.
Safety first.
And safety first. Yes, thank you. I got my poof going. Okay.
Okay.
It's all right. All right. So in here, I am going to put about 10 milliliters of calcium chloride. That is CaCl2, calcium chloride. Now I'm going to add NaHCO3, which is sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. So I'm going to put that in there. So that's about just a little bit of that. And now I am going to add my indicating solution, which is phenol red. Phenol red, I'm going to add about 10 milliliters of this. And we're going to see if there's some type of chemical reaction going on.
Shake it up.
No, all I have to do is turn over the phenol red,
Oh, it's yellow.
mix
Yellow.
it. Okay, so what does that tell us?
It's
It's like
It is acidic. It's getting
It's acidic.
hot, which means it's exothermic. Exothermic, what's the word exo sound like? Exit.
Exo marker.
Expo markers, but exit means it gives off. You go out the exit. This is exothermic. Thermal. What have we been studying?
Thermal heat energy.
So this gives off heat. It's actually getting hot in my hand.
So is that like a hand?
In here, do you see the bag filled up with gas?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What is a byproduct of a chemical reaction? Some indicators that a chemical reaction has occurred. Gas given off. What is going on here?
It's bubbling.
Heat given off. Fizzing. Bubbling is an indicator. I'm not talking about going to the swimming pool and blowing bubbles or taking a straw and blowing bubbles in your milk. It's bubbles given off. So do you see that this is giving off bubbles? It also has a very strong odor. We're not going to smell it, but it has a very strong odor. And what happens is calcium chloride plus sodium bicarbonate. These two chemically combine and they yield, which means they give off the product carbon dioxide, calcium carbonate, salt, and water. And the reason it's yellow is because it is an acid or a base. Acid. It's this turns yellow because it is acidic. Any questions? All right. Chemical changes. But I want to introduce to you what's called the pH scale. And on the pH scale, it goes from acidic to alkaline. And what we're using today to show this chemical reaction here that goes on between calcium chloride, sodium bicarbonate, we add a little phenol red, which is a pH indicator. It's going to tell us, is this substance acidic or is this substance alkaline? What is this yellow substance? Acidic or alkaline? Acidic. Absolutely. So we tested various substances here. This is sodium bicarbonate, baking soda, highly alkaline. This is actually water from the sink back there, and it was pretty alkaline, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. This here, you can see the color difference. This is my saliva. It's not quite the same as the sink, but still an alkaline. This was salt, which is a little more orange. Would you say it looks a little more orange? Like a more red than purple, reddish orange? So that was somewhere more around like a 7. But interestingly, bottled water, was it alkaline or acidic? Acidic. Acidic. The alkaline water is, not the alkaline water. The bottled water is acidic. And right here, this is vinegar. Vinegar is actually acetic acid. And acetic acid, was it alkaline or acid with the pH indicator? Acid. On the pH scale, there is 1 is acidic, 7 is neutral. So it's right between acid and alkaline. It's neutral. And 14 is alkaline.